Yesterday, there was some speculation that the Warriors might trade pick 7 and James Wiseman to the Raptors for Pascal Siakam in order for the Warriors to contend right away with the remains of their dynasty of Steph, Clay, Draymond, and they add another guy who's known as a good star with other great players on a championship run in Pascal Siakam. I'm here to explain why both teams need to do this trade and why it benefits both teams, and let's break it down. Although Pascal is known amongst the NBA community as like a guy who just does spins, he's much more than that. This past season, he averaged career highs in almost every stat while adding efficiency, and he was actually a really good player for the Raptors even though they didn't make the playoffs this past year. And so I think he can really help a Warriors team because look, you got Steph, who you know he's great. He was top 3 in the MVP this year. You got Clay, who's coming back from injury. We don't know how Clay's going to look. Hopefully he'll be as good as the Clay Thompson we all know. But the thing is, Pascal helping this team out, kind of like how he was the third star for the Raptors 2019 championship run, will be crucial. In that 2019 championship run, he was with Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, and he was that third guy, and that year he won the most improved player. So this year, let's say he goes to the Warriors, it's going to be Steph in that Kawhi role, like that main guy, then Clay, the second guy, and Pascal as your third guy is really good, especially for what he can bring. He can bring some versatility. The Raptors have used him in some center, mostly power forward, and with the good technique, he can definitely improve his shot, which wasn't the best from 3, and if there's one team that knows how to shoot, it's the Warriors. So Pascal going to the Warriors is an ideal fit, and he'll help them be way better than they should have been and potentially make a deep playoff run against a very tough and very competitive Western Conference. Now, let's talk about what's in it for the Toronto Raptors. Obviously, Pascal Siakam is one of their best players. They brought him up. They've developed him through the G League, and he was one of their best players last year, and he won the Most Improved Player award, but unfortunately, they just need to trade him over here. This trade is one of those win-win trades, and so what the Raptors will be getting back in this situation is James Wiseman, who had a very injury-riddled rookie year, and then the 7th pick in this upcoming year's draft. The Raptors already have the 4th pick, so carrying that 4th and 7th pick, they can get some 2 really good young guys to come out and help, and James Wiseman, who's also extremely young. So let me tell you why this is amazing for the Raptors. Like I mentioned, they now have 2 top 10 picks in this year's upcoming draft, and they pretty much also get James Wiseman, who the Raptors are known for really good development. Like they developed Chris Boucher, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, all these guys, a lot of guys went to the G League. Also Norman Powell, Kyle Lowry blossomed as a Raptor. So the Raptors are known for the development. So if they can develop James Wiseman like how they've developed prior guys, then they could just be so much better, because James Wiseman, he is not close to a bust, at least yet. So if the Raptors can develop James Wiseman, that's good. They got their center of the future. In the 4th pick, I see them taking Jalen Suggs or Jalen Green, but I'm going to say Jalen Green's going to fall to them at 4. I would say the consensus top 4, if you're asking me right now, is Cunningham, Mobley, Green, Suggs. So whoever falls to them at 4, that's who they're going to be taking. I don't think they're going to reach for Kuminga at 4, or neither Scotty Barnes or Davion Mitchell, Moses Moody, anybody like that. They're not going to reach for, because I feel like Kuminga is a 5 or 6, but those top 4, in my opinion, right now are going to be the top 4. But the 7th pick is where it gets interesting. Right now, according to ESPN's top 100, Kuminga is 5th and Scotty Barnes is 6th. Both are power forwards who can develop a lot. Scotty Barnes doesn't have the best 3-point shot, but he can definitely develop and be even maybe a point forward if you like it. But he's really tall, really strong. I really like Scotty Barnes as well as Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga, on the other hand, he has a good shot, and ESPN predicts them as 5 and 6, and the Raptors are the 7th pick. So if I were the Raptors, I'd just be lucky to land one of those 2 guys with the 7th pick. If not, make a trade up to 6, make a trade up to 5. That's very doable. So if I'm the Raptors here, this is a big W of a trade, because look, now you get James Wiseman with nowhere near a bust. He's going to be really good. They can develop James Wiseman, and then also they can get one of Scotty Barnes or Kuminga, replacing that power forward Pascal role. Or they can put one of those guys at small forward and have OG run the 4, because OG can pretty much guard the 1 through 5. He's a great defender, and he's really tall, and he has a 7'3" wingspan, which, what? That's crazy. So pretty much they're set if they do this trade. I'm sorry, Pascal is a great player, but he has to go for the Raptors, and Pascal is like, what, 27, 28. They can just get so much younger. They have OG, who's like under 22, 23, and then Gary Trent, who they're going to re-sign. He's amazing. Fred VanVleet, they have now Wiseman if they do this trade, then Green or Suggs, then Kuminga or Barnes. Like, their team is going to be so much younger and so much built for the future, and this team is going to be crazy good. Like, the Raptors team, they can potentially even make a playoff push with this team, because these guys have some good intangibles. They are a good basketball team. They have experience, and they have great guys off the bench if you need it. Like, you got Chris Boucher. Like, he's really good. He had a great season. He was in the contention of most improved player for a little bit here in the top 5, I'm pretty sure. Other guys, like, they also have Malachi Flynn, who showed a lot of flashes of good potential last year. So Malachi Flynn can be that backup point guard to Fred VanVleet, and this is all even assuming that Kyle Lowry leaves. If Kyle Lowry doesn't leave, that's even better, but I'm pretty sure they're going to trade him, and they can get some young assets, like maybe a Tyrese Maxey if the Sixers really want to go there, but I don't think so. Maybe a Tyler Hero or a Duncan Robinson, like or like a Precious Achiuwa. There's so many guys the Raptors can get for Kyle Lowry. They can maybe even get I think the Lakers are scared to trade away THT, which makes no sense. But anyways, like, the Raptors are set, man. Like, this is a W of a trade if you're the Raptors. And if you're the Warriors, like, let's talk about why the Warriors would want to do this trade. Maybe they've seen enough of James Wiseman, and maybe, I don't know that. Like, maybe the Warriors think, okay, this guy, he just won't pan out to be how we want, and we can get Pascal, who's going to be really good for them. So this is a win-win scenario. I just think both teams need to do this trade, because look, the Warriors are nearing the end of their dynasty, and they also have some young pieces. So Pascal can make them a bit more older, have some more veteran, like veteran leaders. Because other than Steph and now Clay, there's times you could be like, oh, you can see this team's youth this past year. But when you get Pascal, it's going to be much different, and they can make a playoff push. Raptors, they'll be set for the future, also can make a little playoff push as well. This is just a W of the trade for both teams, if I haven't already said that like 20 times. But that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button. We're so close to 350 subs. Right now we're around 330 to 335. So just 15, 20 more guys, just get that done. Please help us out. 350 subs on the way. And also go check out all the socials at allmylinks.com/dingersdaily. And we'll be back for the next video. Have a great time, and bye.